A wind of change is sweeping across the Sahel, a region long caught in the cross-currents of history and geopolitics. This wind carries with it the seeds of transformation, stirring the very foundations of nations, carrying both the dust of history, the echoes of empires and ancient civilizations that once thrived in this very land, and the promise of a new beginning, a dawn of self-determination and regional unity. On March 6, 2024, a date that will be etched in the annals of Sahelian history, a historic announcement echoed, resonating with hope and resolve. From Ouagadougou, the heart of Burkina Faso, to Bamako, the vibrant capital of Mali, and Niamey, the bustling center of Niger. Burkina Faso, a nation striving for progress, Mali, rich in culture and resilience, and Niger, a land of vast landscapes and unwavering spirit, declared the formation of a joint military force, a unified front against the challenges they face. This was not just another regional agreement, a mere formality on paper. It was a bold declaration of independence, a statement of sovereignty and collective strength. The Alliance of Sahel States, or AES, a symbol of their shared destiny, had transformed from a charter, a document of intent, into a living army, a force ready to protect its people and its borders, ready to defend its own destiny, to chart its own course in the world. For years, the Sahel was a stage, a theater of conflict and instability for foreign interventions, often with unintended consequences. And geopolitical games, where the interests of the Sahelian people were often secondary. External forces promised stability, security, and prosperity, but delivered chaos, leaving behind a legacy of broken promises and unfulfilled potential. While armed groups multiplied, exploiting the vulnerabilities and insecurities of the region. Under international watch, a situation that demanded a fundamental shift in approach. The creation of this joint force, born from necessity and a shared vision, is a direct response, a powerful rebuke to that failed legacy of external dependence, to that failed legacy, a testament to the determination of the Sahelian people to forge their own path. It's a powerful assertion, a declaration of self-reliance and regional solidarity. The sons and daughters of the Sahel, united in purpose and resolve, will protect their homes and future, ensuring a brighter tomorrow for generations to come. This is more than a military pact. It transcends the realm of defense and security. It's a cultural and political earthquake, reshaping the landscape of the Sahel and beyond. The leaders of these three nations, standing shoulder to shoulder, stood together, united in their commitment to a shared vision, reclaiming their narrative, taking control of their own story, and acting on the will of their people, responding to the aspirations of their citizens. No longer seeking approval, no longer beholden to external agendas from Paris, the former colonial power, Brussels, the heart of the European Union, or New York, the seat of the United Nations. They are building their own security, investing in their own capabilities, brick by sovereign brick, constructing a future of peace and stability on their own terms. The significance of this alliance, this historic union, cannot be overstated. It marks a turning point in the history of the Sahel. It's a bold step away, a decisive break from post-colonial dependency, a move towards genuine self-determination. Here, Pan-Africanism, the dream of a united and prosperous Africa, is being given real force and resolve, transforming from an ideal into a tangible reality. The world is watching, with bated breath and keen interest, as African nations take their security, their future, into their own hands, shaping their destiny with courage and conviction. The story is just beginning. The narrative is still unfolding, but its opening chapter, the first page of a new era, is one of resounding strength, a testament to the resilience and determination of the Sahelian people. To truly grasp the significance of the revolution embodied by the new Sahel Army, we must delve into the past. We must confront the history, the long and complex history it seeks to overcome and transcend. For decades, spanning generations, African military power, its very structure and purpose, was fundamentally shaped and constrained by foreign control. Armies trained under external doctrines, equipped with foreign weaponry, and even commanded in many instances by former colonizers, perpetuating a cycle of dependence. French operations like Barkhane, with all its complexities, and UN missions such as MINUSMA, despite their intentions, often left African armies as junior partners, secondary to the interests of external powers, even in their own defense and security strategies. This dependency, this reliance on external actors, fostered vulnerability within the Sahelian nations and eroded self-confidence, hindering the development of truly independent security structures. The people of the Sahel, the very communities these forces are meant to protect, saw this as a gilded cage, a beautiful prison, security in name only, a superficial facade, but not in reality, as violence and instability persisted. The bold decision by Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger standing together to build their own force, a truly independent military alliance, is a definitive break, a clean and decisive severing of ties from this legacy of dependence and external control. It's a conscious act, a deliberate and intentional choice of decolonization, a modern struggle for true independence, declaring that African problems, complex and multifaceted as they are, require African solutions, driven by African leadership and ingenuity. This new army, born from the desire for self-determination, is not just about fighting insurgents on the battlefield, but also about breaking the psychological chains, the internalized limitations of neo-colonial dependence, paving the way for a truly independent future. The strength of the AES joint force, its ability to respond effectively to crises, and its overall deterrent capability all stem from one crucial element. That element lies in its integrated structure, a carefully designed framework that promotes seamless coordination and unified action. This structure is not just theoretical, it's the backbone of the entire operation. At the top sits the High Council, the ultimate authority responsible for guiding the AES. Composed of the heads of state from the participating nations, providing political and strategic direction, ensuring that the force's actions align with the broader goals of regional stability and security. They set the course and define the mission. Defense ministers, working in close collaboration with and chiefs of staff, turn vision into military reality, translating the High Council's directives into actionable plans and operational strategies. This is achieved with a command chain that is short, clear, facilitating rapid decision-making and efficient communication across all levels of the force. And crucially, it is entirely African, ensuring that the force remains responsive to the needs and priorities of the region. The operational heart is the Integrated General Staff, a hub of expertise and collaboration, where officers from all three nations plan joint operations, pooling their knowledge and resources to address complex security challenges. They also share intelligence, creating a comprehensive understanding of the threats facing the region. The headquarters is rooted in the Sahel, not abroad, underscoring the commitment to African solutions for African problems. General Musa Salahu Barmu of Niger leads the force, providing experienced leadership and strategic guidance. He was chosen for his deep understanding of the region, ensuring that the force's operations are tailored to the specific challenges and dynamics of the Sahel. This structure allows for rapid, direct support across borders, enabling the force to respond quickly and effectively to threats wherever they may arise. There's no more waiting for foreign approval, granting the force the autonomy it needs to act decisively in defense of the region. Borders become seams of cooperation, fostering collaboration and mutual support among the participating nations. They are not lines of division, but rather symbols of unity. The command also standardizes training and equipment, building trust and unity on the battlefield, ensuring that soldiers from different nations can work together seamlessly and effectively. Soldiers train together, operate each other's equipment, fostering interoperability and mutual understanding. And they fight as one cohesive unit, demonstrating the power of unity and shared purpose. This is not a symbolic gesture, it's not just for show. It's the construction of a genuine unified military machine, a force capable of safeguarding the region and its people. The mission of the new Sahelian army is clear: defend the homeland and reclaim sovereignty. Its primary goal is to secure the territorial integrity of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. The force is tasked with defeating armed groups, reclaiming villages, and restoring peace. This is a fight for survival and for the right to live and prosper on their own land. The army is also a partner in development, protecting infrastructure and trade routes. By linking security with development, they address the root causes of instability. Every action is a step towards self-determination, ensuring the Sahel's future is decided at home. This is a holistic vision, a strong, independent military as the shield for a sovereign society. The AES Joint Force marks the end of foreign military intervention in the Sahel. French troops and UN troops have departed. Their bases are now under Sahelian control. This is not a phased withdrawal. It's a total break from the past. The Sahelian states now place their faith in their own soldiers, rejecting NATO, AFRICOM, and Western military influence. This is a strategic pivot, challenging the idea that Africa needs Western tutelage. By expelling foreign forces, the AES leaders have seized the narrative, writing a new story of African agency and strength. It's a declaration that Africa is ready to stand on its own, proud and unbowed. At the heart of this movement is a new generation of African leaders, Captain Traoré, Colonel Goita, and General Tiani. They are soldiers who have seen the failures of dependency and are determined to forge a new path. Their vision is rooted in Pan-Africanism. Africa's destiny must be shaped by Africans. They look to each other, not to foreign capitals, building an alliance of equals. Their unity projects strength and inspires the continent's youth. The AES is more than a military pact. It's the nucleus of deeper political and economic integration. These leaders are implementing bold, concrete policies, challenging neo-colonial structures. By creating the AES, they are turning Pan-African ideals into reality. The announcement of the Sahel Joint Force sent shockwaves across Africa and the world. Across the continent, especially among the youth, it sparked pride and hope. In West African capitals, it challenged the authority of ECOWAS and the old order. The West, caught off guard, lost its military foothold and influence in the region. While some see chaos, Africans see empowerment and a new political map. The AES army has exposed the divide between a populace hungry for sovereignty and an establishment clinging to dependency. It has forced a continent-wide conversation about African unity and security. For the first time in a long time, the narrative is being driven by the Sahelian people themselves. The idea of a unified African military command is not new. It's the dream of Pan-African giants like Nkrumah and Sankara. Nkrumah envisioned a joint force to defend Africa's sovereignty, but his dream was thwarted by division and foreign interference. Sankara called for Africans to invent their own future, building a people's army for defense and development. Though their efforts fell short, they kept the flame of unity alive. The AES leaders are the inheritors of this revolutionary spirit. Today, the failures of foreign intervention have created a unique opening. The AES is turning the unfinished dream of their forefathers into reality, learning from the past and building a unified force. This is the modern manifestation of a long-held aspiration. The creation of the joint force is just the beginning. Next comes full deployment along shared borders and large-scale joint drills to build seamless interoperability. The AES is open to other African nations who share their vision. This is the nucleus of a wider bloc. As the force proves its effectiveness, more nations may join, creating a truly regional power. The long-term ambition is deeper: a confederation, a single currency, unified diplomacy, and integrated economies. The joint army is the shield behind which this future can be built. The journey will be challenging, but the will of the people and their leaders is clear. The alliance of Sahel states is building more than an army. It's building a new future. At last, Africa is standing guard over itself. This is Insight Africa, where the continent takes back power, one story at a time.